Hi everyone, this is part 3 of episode 17 in my 2018 craft fair series, where I show you what I'm making and how much I'm charging for items that I'm going to be selling in my very first craft show, which is the 28th of July. And we are still working on our stationery box. And so right now we have gotten this far. This is the main pocket for the cards. Now we're going to make the 2 pockets that go right here, and we'll house our 3x3 cards as well as our tags. So this one measures 4.5 by 2, I think. Yes, this measures 4.5 by 2, and we're going to go ahead and put some tape on just the outside of this, and this is scored at 1/2 inch and 1 inch from each side. I'm going to line this up right here, right at the bottom of my box. Oh, it's not quite over far enough. That down, bring the other one down, and I'm going to leave it loose for a second while I make the other side of the box, which I forgot to do earlier. This measures 5.5 by 2. So on one of these 2 sides, we're only going to score it on the far end. But on the other one, we're going to score it on both of these flaps. That'll make sense here in just a second. So we're going to bring our box back down. Okay, with me so far? This tab and these 2 tabs are going to get together, and they're going to get folded. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start on this side first. Line that up towards the bottom, just like we did the other one. Burnish it down. Let these meet each other. Hello, my friend. Hello. And they're really friendly with each other. I'm going to line that up towards the bottom of the box. I'm not going to burnish it down really well quite yet. And then this one's going to come up and meet its neighbor. It's really kind of hard to do this on video because the camera's actually in my way, and I don't want my head in the shot. So once you have that like that, you can kind of see inside that those 2 flaps are down. I take my bone folder and burnish it down. See? Just like that. Now, if you want, you can decorate this with some, more decorative scrapbook paper, or you can use a piece of solid cardstock, which is what I'm going to do. And this should measure 5 7/8 by 1 7/8. Let's see if I'm right. And this is also where, if you didn't get it perfectly straight or perfectly scored, you can fix it. This is actually not scored very well. So what I'm going to do is just lay it flat, bring it where it's supposed to be, and I'm going to just hand score this little piece, I hope, where it's just a little tiny bit. Otherwise it was going to be wonky, and I don't like wonky. That should work. Now let's see if I was right about the measurement. Dead perfect. Absolutely perfect. This piece of yellow cardstock going to go right here. The box construction is finished. There's the box. I'm going to put this aside and we're going to decorate our top. And I'm going to use this fun check pattern paper once again. And I have cut 3 pieces that measure 2 inches by 5 7/8 inches. And do the same thing for all 3 pieces. Now is a good time to decide if you want any further embellishments to your box. I think a bow is really nice. And this is also where, instead of putting it on the top, you can put it on the front, and then you know for sure that this is the front of the box, which this is what I've decided to do. I am going to be using my glossy accents to put this into place. You can use whatever glue you want. I use both the pattern paper and a piece of green cardstock to cut my bow. Okay, so our box is complete. Alright friends, I used some scraps that were on my desk and I die cut some tags out of scrap cardstock. I got a couple of yellow and a couple of green. Now I'm going to go ahead and put these in my box. They're out of the way. I just used some embroidery type twine. I think this is called crochet thread actually. So that's going to go in the smaller 2 of the pockets just like that. I'm going to move this to the side. And for this video, I'm going to cut 3 3x3 card bases. So that means I need to measure 3x6. And then they're scored in half. So let's make these real quick. I am going to go ahead and cut the layers and finish these 3x3 cards, and I will be back to show you what they look like when they're done. Alright my friends, to make this video, which is already on the long side, a little bit more bearable, I'm going to go ahead and make the cards, and the 3x3 cards are almost done. I'm going to stamp something for this, but I'm going to finish the larger cards, which are just standard A2, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then once I get them finished, I'll show you those as well. Alright my friends, I'm going to go on and stamp the images for the 4 cards I'm making to go in our stationery box. And I decided just to go on and film this part. I haven't done any real Copic coloring, any coloring at all in almost 3 weeks since I started this series. And I am so in the mood to do some stamping. I'm using my Mini Misty, and the stamp set I'm using today is from the brand new Simon Says Stamp Kit. And this is ink from Stephanie Bernard and Stamps of Life. And it's obviously pretty new ink pad because it's awfully juicy. So I'm being really careful to get this image down. And it is as perfect as it can be, very first time. This is a color box ink that Stephanie Bernard has out, and it's called Licorice. I like this small size because I'm able to take it and like travel with it. For my flower, I'm going to play off the fact that I have a bunch of red and teal and orange and all in our box. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the center, and I'm going to use some Y04, some Y08. No, I'm just going to use Y08, excuse me, to do the center of the flower. Trying a little bit of a different angle so you can actually see the Copic coloring. For the blossom itself, I'm going to use some R83, R85, and R05, kind of a big range of colors, from pink all the way back down to red. This will either work or it won't. The artist who drew this has already given us a great deal of information about where the darkest part of this image will be. So I'm just going to literally follow the lead. I'm just doing flicking. I'm not even real concerned if it's going like it did right here, outside the line a little bit, because I'm going to blend a lot of this back out later. I do like working from the darkest to the lightest. It's just something that I've done for a very long time, and that's what we're going to do today. I apologize, folks, for the barking that's been going on during this video. I'm going to try to edit a lot of it out. As to how successful I'll be is still kind of questionable. This is where it all should come together. Grab a colorless blender, and I'm going to push these boo-boos right through. I did a white base for these cards. The green layer is just under 5.5 and just under 4 1/4. And then the consecutive layers are actually 1/4 inch smaller than that. Then I die cut the scallop circle for my collection. You could use a dimensional adhesive of some kind if you'd like for this. I'm going to orient this the way I'd like it to be. Alright, if you're like me, you're not as prepared as you'd like to be. You can cheat, which is about what we're going to do right now. I'm going to show you how. I just want to do something inside like happy birthday, or I thought I didn't leave enough room on the circle. Okay. Oh, I was going to show you guys a trick, a little cheat. Let's say that you do what I just did, and you forgot to get a regular acrylic block out. If you got some stamps, like this wood element one, this one's got like this slicky, whatever, plasticky coating on it, which in our case is a very good thing because that stamp is going to cling right to it. And I'm going to take my ink up my stamp and stamp it off. Oh, it's really good. I love this ink. As juicy as this is, it doesn't need a whole lot of ink in. I'm just going to eyeball it and center it. Hold it down, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. So that's what the cards are pretty much going to look like. I'm going to finish them up. Hello friends, thank you for joining me for number 17 in my series of craft fair items that I'm making and selling, where I show you how to make it and how much I'm selling them for. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for getting through all of the parts to the stationery box. If you'd like to win this box, leave a comment down below in either of the 3 videos for the stationery box. This is going to be a random draw, so just leave a comment below the video. You'll have from May 31st, 2018 until June the 4th, 2018 to leave your comments. I will then draw a winner, and you will have 24 hours to get back to me. If you don't, then get back to me, then I will just redraw. This is open to U.S. and international subscribers. So if you'd like to enter, you can. So I'm going to just show you the box all finished. Lid comes off and it opens up. Now this is just a 3x3 note card that I covered with cardstock and some layers of paper. Made an RSVP pin. I just personalized it by unscrewing it and then putting the scrapbook paper inside of it. And then of course here's the box all done. There are the tags. Here are the 3x3 cards all done. And you saw me make the greeting cards. And the envelopes for the cards are back here. And I will have to make the envelopes for the 3x3 cards because I do not have any right now. Should you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments section or send me a private email. Don't forget to check out my website for more information, lorettaroger.com. Stay happy and be a blessing. Thank you so much. Bye for now.